Hey, what's up? Doug, Growing in Faith Farm, dropping off a video letting you know what's going on with the A-frame chicken house. We got the buffet going. That's that gutter that I told you I was going to take off from the scraps we had off the barn there. And I cut the front lip off of it, put some tape on it, some duct tape real thick so they don't get hurt on it. And now I got them eating on a straight line. That way they don't bunch up in if you put it in like a bowl or something, they'll bunch up on it, stand on it, fight each other for it, and then poop on it, knock it over. So, and they'll outgrow those little, I see a lot of people have those little chickie feeder deals, and they'll outgrow those too. I mean, so this works out good. We got their water right there. Make sure you put apple cider vinegar in their water. And there's a batch of them over there. They get a little sunshine. That's the window that I put in here. I'm going to put the chicken wire across there. Hey, there's that chicken wire again. And then what I'll do is put the plastic. I got some clear plastic from the alpaca house that I have left over. And I'll put that on the outside for a window to keep the rain out or whatever. And then if we see there's no rain or anything like that, I'll just take that off, and then the air will blow through here with the chicken wire. Will still protect them. And I'll also probably put a chicken door on here somewhere. I'm going to figure that out here in a little bit, and then I'll make a little outside area and pin it off with that chicken wire, so that way they can go outside too and peck in the grass and all that stuff. But if I let them just come out now like this, the other hens and the guineas will run them over and peck on them and chase them around, and we don't want that. We want our birds to be happy and enjoy themselves and have stress-free meat, and then that makes for better food for us. So yeah, I like the way that's working out. Nice long single file line. Everyone's feeding, plenty of room. They'll scoot over. Hopefully they won't climb up on it too much. I don't think they will, because it's kind of an awkward angle for them. It's tilted just so perfectly so they can eat out of it. So, all right. So now you see the inside of the A-frame and what's going on in my window there. So I'll get back to you probably in a little bit and show you where and how we store the sawdust. Hey, what's up? Talk to you in a little bit. Back with you. I told you I'd show you how we store our sawdust for the composting toilet, the dry composting toilet. Basically what we did was we took a food grade storage container that we were using for a cistern, and because the ball down there valve froze up and busted, we just went ahead and cut the top off. And I have this tin and stuff on here because the cats like to get in there. We cut the top off, and this is where we keep our sawdust, so it stays dry and it's ready to go. So I filled that up today, filled it to the roof. So a container like that with just me and Stacy and the occasional guest, you know, 8 months maybe it'll last, something like that. I think we filled up this container, and it wasn't even all the way full in the fall. So it lasted all the way till basically today because, you know, it was empty. So I filled it all the way back up. And like I said, with Stacy and myself and with guests here and there or whatever, we'll probably get, you know, into the winter with that. And then I will replenish it, you know, in the winter. So we have some during the winter and also in spring ready to go, you know. But, you know, here's the deal. I don't think it'll be a necessity to refill it in the winter. I just will, you know. So that's how we do that. It's a food-grade storage container. If you can get a hold of these, you can usually find them on Craigslist or something like that. They range anywhere from like $50 maybe to $75, $80. And they're awesome. They're great for any kind of storage containers, cisterns, you know, just whatever. So multi-purpose, another multi-purpose tip from Growing in Faith Farm. All right, now I'm going to get back over to the chicken coop, finish up my window, and then I'll show you how all that goes. The fryers are doing really good in there. And then after that, I have to put a drawer track on for Stacy in the kitchen. I'm not sure if you want to see that, but I'm just knocking out my chores. Beautiful day today, just beautiful day. I also have to harrow the garden one more time, and then we're going to check the soil temperature, and if the soil temperature looks good, we're going to start planting our potatoes and stuff this week, probably on Thursday, okay? So that's it for now, and I'll check back in. So there's my window I built. You can see the chicken wire. I got the chicken wire on there. I got the clear plastic window on. till it gets a little warmer. So that's, you know, to keep them warm. They're just now getting their feathers on, so that was pretty simple. There they are right there. And they got behind that feeder a little bit because the big chickens ran in here and scared them while I had the door open. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, you know, on the homestead, you just got to do what you got to do. And so this worked out fine. I'm happy with it. All right, we'll talk to you in a little bit. I'm going to go inside and get the dresser done, or the cabinet drawer. All right, now, this is Doug, Growing in Faith Farm, back at you. A day in the life of the homesteader. Basically, what I'm going to do now is change this track for Stacy. We had this cabinet made for us by the Amish, okay? So today, basically, I'm just kind of going through some of the stuff that I do on the homestead, you know, to keep everything copacetic, you know, flowing. So we put the window on the chicken coop. I got the fryers put away in there, broilers, fryers, meat chickens, whatever you want to call them. I filled up the sawdust bin, and you know, I did a few other little things that I didn't show you, but this is the track that was on this drawer, okay, that we got from the Amish, that they put in there, okay. It's a very cheap kind of a track, all right. And what happened on these here, this one here and this one here, I'll open this up. If you can see in there, Stacy puts a lot of stuff in here, you know. She uses her drawers, okay, because we have limited storage space. So what happened was this track wasn't heavy enough to handle this drawer, okay, and it kept jumping off the track. So it was causing us a big drama scene, and eventually I had enough, and I went over there to him and I asked him about it, and he said block up the sides, because he was thinking it was flexing, so because there's an open space behind it along this deal here. So I tried that. We put some wood in there, and that didn't work either. It still kept hopping off the track. Okay, so it's totally frustrating. You women, if you're watching this, men, whoever, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. You go to pull your drawer open, and it's always clicking off. Okay, so I went back over there to him, and then he told me, yeah, I got a different kind of a glider. You know, you can just see how easy that is, opening and closing now. It can handle the weights, no problem. This is the new gliders. Okay, they're very nice, glide really good, ball bearings. And then, of course, I'd never done anything like this, so I was looking all over YouTube, trying to find out how to do it. You know, I found a couple tutorials, and didn't really do anything for me. Okay, so I ended up just figuring it out for myself. So what I'm going to do right now is replace this one here. So when Stacy comes home, she doesn't know I'm doing it. You know, she wants it done, but she doesn't know I'm doing it right now. So I'm going to knock it out today, because tomorrow I'll be fencing over at the guy who borrowed me the manure spreader and tractor. He wants some fencing done, and we've already ripped out his fence. So tomorrow is the day when we're supposed to put it back together. So we'll get that out there. Then you just take this track and you, let's see, this will be the right side. There you go. And it's got some brackets. These brackets go on here. So just trying to give you an idea. You know, when you're on the homestead, you know, you're on your own. Unless you want to throw money at everything, you have to learn this stuff. And I've never been a carpenter. I never did any of this kind of stuff. But, you know, I'm not afraid to try stuff. That's one thing that you have to be if you go try to live on the homestead, is you can't be afraid to try new things. So, and, you know, you're going to be fixing a lot of that stuff yourself, because you're on a budget, and you can't be, you know, just picking up your phone and ringing up somebody all the time. Whenever you have a problem, you have to do it yourself. Okay? So I adjust that so it touches the back of the cabinet. Put it on here. I get that lip a little inside of the wood here, so when the drawer closes, it's kind of snug. So that's business. That's business there. All right. So Then you lock this plate in. He gave me some screws. You open this up and then you lock this plate in here. So I don't know if you want to stick around for the whole thing of me doing this. What I'll do, I guess, is shut her off and then I'll edit it in when I'm done. And probably wrap this video up anyways. And, you know, just kind of giving you an idea about the homestead. You know, you got to do things for yourself. You can't be relying on throwing money at stuff. You know, like I said, unless you got a lot of money, then that's fine. You know, but if you don't and you're working on a budget, you have to learn how to do stuff for yourself. You have to be a jack of all trades, I guess is what they say. All right, so I'm going to get this in. I'll show you when I'm done about the drawer, how it operates when I'm done. And then that should wrap up this video. I'm running out of daylight. All right, this is Doug, Growing in Faith Farm. Right, we got that project all finished. Drawers are back all together. Opens and closes real nice. No binding, no grabbing. Very smooth operation. And so that's it. All I'm trying to say is that when you're a homesteader, you have to learn how to do things for yourself. I have zero carpentry skills, but I just go for it, you know. And usually you'll find that most things are not that hard to figure out, okay? You just got to get in there and check it out. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you later. Thanks. All right, last video of the day. Sun's going down. Doug, Growing in Faith Farm, tacking on my last video to the day in the life of a homesteader. Well, actually, I just gave you a sample of some of the stuff I did. But I'm chopping up, this is some hedge that we did a fence. We're doing that fence work that I told you about for that guy that let me use his tractor and manure spreader. And so this was the old hedge that was in the post. Our old hedge posts that were in the ground holding up the fence that we tore out. So I brought all this hedge home. I'm cutting it up, throwing it in my wagon, and we'll finish out the year this year with this old hedge here, seasoned and ready to go. So I don't know, I'll try to put this down, but I'm sure you've seen a chainsaw operate before. I don't guess I need to turn it on, but all right, so that wraps up today's show of what goes on around the homestead, and we'll catch you up soon with some new videos. Thanks again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for being you.